Good morning, this is All India Radio Kohima. I am Nobin Pradhan with the morning news. There is almost no respite in the COVID-19 infections in Nagaland as it added 127 new cases yesterday, taking its tally to 1,693. This was the highest single-day spike in the number of COVID cases so far in the state. Kohima and Dimapur continue to be the worst affected districts. Health and Family Welfare Minister S. Pangnuphoom tweeted yesterday that out of 418 samples tested, 95 cases are reported from Dimapur and 31 in Kohima. He also said all contact tracing are fully activated for all safety. Meanwhile, the Health Department COVID-19 Bulletin update stated that one more from Dimapur was tested positive and 10 patients have recovered, which include 8 from Peran and 2 from Mokokchung. Among the total 1,693 positive cases in the state, the active cases have also increased to 1,052. So far, 635 patients have recovered while 4 have lost their lives. Nagaland Chief Secretary Temjin Toy has issued a set of consolidated guidelines restricting the movement and gathering of people during the statewide lockdown period, which has been extended till 31st of this month from today. Considering the surge in infections in the state, a meeting of the high-powered committee on COVID-19 headed by Chief Minister Nayib Rio on Thursday had extended the ongoing lockdown measures for another month. In this regard, Toy, as chairman of the State Executive Committee, said the measures have been issued for preventing and containing the spread of COVID-19 and for strict implementation throughout the state with effect from today till 31st August. The consolidated guidelines stated that all schools, colleges, educational, training, coaching, vocational institutions, etc. shall continue to remain prohibited. However, online or distance learning would continue to be permitted and shall be encouraged. Besides others, he said, all social, political, sports, entertainment, academic, cultural, religious functions and other large congregations would remain closed. The interstate borders will continue to remain sealed while movement of goods vehicles entering or transiting through the state would be allowed after proper medical screening of the drivers and attendants. The Chief Secretary instructed all the Deputy Commissioners, DCs of the district to strictly enforce the lockdown measures. The guidelines have also given the liberty to the DCs to impose stricter and additional lockdown measures in their own jurisdiction after taking into account the local conditions. The Dimapur District Task Force has decided not to continue the current total lockdown, which ends tomorrow after 8 days, but continue with the partial lockdown from 3rd August. The decision was taken during the DTF meeting held yesterday under the chairmanship of Deputy Commissioner Dimapur Anup Khinchi. The DTF, while affirming strict implementation of the SOPs, cautioned that if the public does not adhere to the guidelines, total lockdown would be imposed again. Shops selling essential vegetables and items would be allowed to open for the public from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., while wholesale markets would be allowed to open from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pharmacies would be allowed to open as usual. Odd and even system of vehicular movement would continue to be enforced, while movement of the public would be restricted except those coming out for availing essential commodities. Meanwhile, Kohima is entering into the extended phase of a total lockdown enforced since 25th of last month from today, while it is the penultimate day of the 7-day total lockdown in Mon district. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the Smart India Hackathon of the All India Council for Technical Education at 4:30 p.m. today. He will also interact with students on the occasion. The Smart India Hackathon is a nationwide initiative to provide students with a platform to solve some of the pressing problems we face in our daily lives. The grand finale will be organized online by connecting all the participants throughout the nation together over a specially built advanced platform. Over 10,000 students will be competing to solve 243 problem statements from 37 central government departments, 17 state governments and 20 industries. On the occasion, the Prime Minister will also speak on the new National Education Policy 2020. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.